Games in Paris. Had to save 2 game points, incidentally. Feng and Wang Dongping in the second game against Chen and To of Malaysia. Well, we looked at the head-to-heads, and I never really finished telling you about the head-to-head properly. It's the 9th meeting, and 7-1 in favour of Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping. But the one time that Jiang and Wei Yaxin won was the last time that they met, which was the quarter-final of the Indonesia Super 1000 event in Istora Senayan in Jakarta. 21-16 in the deciding game it was for the pair in the blue kit, white and blue kit. Well, I was telling everybody yesterday when I was calling their semi-final about your prediction, your early prediction for Jiang and Wei, that they, in your opinion, might well be the gold medalists at the Olympic Games come 2028. An awful lot can happen in a 4-year period. Injury problems, new pairs emerging. I mean, 4 years ago, we didn't even hear of this Chinese pair.
No, exactly. They've only recently come of age. And it's...
Ladies and gentlemen,
I will take
on
that
my
later.
right, Feng Zhenhui and Huang Dongping, China. And on my left, Jiang and Wei Yaxin, China. Huang Dongping to serve to Jiang Xingfang. Love all, play.
So the mixed doubles final gets underway. The number 1 seeds Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping nearest to us in the red kit up against the number 2 seeds Jiang Zhengbang and Wei Yaxin. Nice. Do you have any further information on why a year ago Wei Yaxin was playing with Guo Xinhua?
No, I don't know, unless it's to keep Jiang Zhengbang sharp. Say, hey,
yeah,
if you're not up to the task, then maybe someone else is. But he's a fine mixed doubles player as well, Guo Xinhua.
Yeah, he's a lefty, isn't he?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Good defence from Huang Dongping, driving and moving forward.
1-3.
It's interesting, you know, Steen, because, of course, for Feng Yanzhe and Huang Dongping, they personally would have had high expectations of the Olympic Games. They lost in the quarterfinal to the eventual champions, Zhang Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong. And, you know, you sort of think, I wonder where Huang Dongping goes from here.
Yeah.
She's been Olympic champion. She no longer has that status. She was enthused to bring on this youngster, Feng Yanzhe, and he really has come on leaps and bounds. But where next?
Yeah, that's true. She's 29. That means she'll be 33 in an eventual Los Angeles Olympics. That could be done, because I think we have to realize that the retirement age is is increasing. It's getting higher. You can keep on playing longer if you're living healthy, if you're lucky enough to stay away from injuries and so on. We've seen that in other sports as well. So it could be done, but there's a lot of challenges ahead. And perhaps you could also, I mean, she's shown that she's a magnificent women's doubles player as well.
Yeah.
3-5.
So if someone of the established players in the women's doubles were to fall out, then who knows? Oh, yeah, that's fantastic.
Brilliant.
And this is, I've looked so much forward to this match here because in their own right, each of these two pairs are really, really good. But now they're facing someone who's up to the task. The Jiang Jinbang and Wei Yexin, they're facing someone who can play defense. Perhaps the best female defensive player in mixed doubles is Huang Dongping, in my opinion. So it's not going to be so easy to score. So they're going to have to be smart and sometimes be patient. And on the other hand, Feng and Huang, they're now facing a female player on the other side who can match Huang Dongping, at least on the front court.
It's gone wide. You know, I sometimes think that Feng Yangzhe is a little too content to defend.
Play. Huang.
Yeah, that's. I mean, that's obviously their challenge area where that they have to work on. But he's a tall man, and
5-7.
one of the ideas is to get him to move before he hits, and sort of chase him from side to side. And I think that it's difficult for him to become fast enough to prevent getting into defensive situations. Now, how well he can cope with it, I think, depends a little bit on the mental situation. How much is at stake? Obviously, at the Olympics in the group stage match, he couldn't. And also the shuttle speed. If the shuttles are slow, then he's got a much better chance of prolonging the rallies. And when he gets to somewhere near tape level, his reach and touch, because he's got an excellent touch for a mixed doubles player, becomes super valuable.
Brilliant.
Wow.
That is simply sensational.
Huang Dongping just looked up and like she was thinking, where did she come from? Look at this.
Has gone long off the back line, and 11-5 the advantage to the number 2 seeds Jiang Jinbang and Wei Yexin in this opening game, and they really have started extremely quickly. Only 8 minutes played.
Seconds. 20 seconds.
Well, we're not seeing it at the moment, but I can tell you that Wang Dongping was talking to her partner and had arms spread as if to say, you know, well, what else are we going to try?
Yeah. I was just about to say there was no coach on Jiang Chenbang and Wei Xin's side. And on the other side, it's Huang Dongping who's the coach.
6-11.
I've been really impressed with some of the things that she's posted on social media. Apparently, there's Feng Yanxi has taken some heat from social media, and Huang Dongping has written something about how to develop as a player and as a partnership, and how she views things, and that's absolutely brilliant in my opinion. And I mean,
what was she saying?
Well, that Feng Yanxi was the one who was the most eager to learn.
That hit the floor. That hit the floor. Surely.
No complaints from...
Nobody complaining. I was absolutely convinced that hit the floor.
Interesting with the flicker there from Huang Dongping to Wei Xin. It's the only weakness, in my opinion, that the overhead motion is very, very odd from Wei Xin. It's like there's something wrong with her elbow or shoulder.
Well, if she's playing like this when she's not 100% fit, then it's rather scary, isn't it?
I think there's a lot that hopes that that elbow stays the way it is.
8-14.
I think they've chosen the better side to start on, Wei Xin and Jiang Chenbang. See.
I think it's just an odd movement, an odd technique.
Yeah, she used to be a singles player. I can't imagine she's played singles and hitting that way.
Yeah, she was bronze medalist at the World Junior Championships in Markham in 2018 in the women's singles. Yeah. Feng Yanxi is just not dealing defensively with the attacking play.
Fantastic.
16-9.
But there's a lot of pressure on Feng Yanxi at the moment, the way I see it, because I mean, if he's not winning with Huang Dongping, one of the absolute best partners he can get, then who is he winning with?
Oh, missed it. One of the best.
11-16.
Surely you've got to have Wang Yilu, not Wang Yilu.
Huang Yaqiong.
Wang Yaqiong.
Further down the list, we have a player called Huang Yaqiong. Yeah,
She's got to be rated the best mixed doubles player in the world, female.
I think she's challenged by Wei Xin.
Yeah, possibly, but
Yeah,
as far as Wang Dongping is concerned,
yeah.
11.
she's one of the best. I wouldn't put her as the best.
No, but one of the three best,
Yeah.
and they're all three Chinese.
That's much better defence from Feng. I feel previously and in other matches I've watched him, he's just too content just to lift instead of trying to do something with the defence and turn his defensive play into attacking play.
Yeah.
Good rally.
Oi.
Brilliant!
13-18. Thank you. Players on court.
This rally here, Huang Dongping, she played a shot back at Wei Yashin. That was not the important shot. That was a shot that sort of kept the rally 50-50. But she knew where the next shot was coming, and there she was ready to make the decisive
13-18.
play. That didn't win the rally either. Only the third shot won it.
Brilliant.
Service over. 19-13.
Service error.
Service over. 14-19.
Well, it was a nice idea. It didn't go over. But looking to do the right thing, Wei Yasin.
Yeah. Just want to add one thing to this Feng Yanqi discussion, and that is that had he been any other nationality than Chinese, he would have been either outright best or one of the two best in his country.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the attacking play of the number 2 seeds that's winning the day at the moment. And it is 5 game point opportunities for Jiang Zhengbang and Wei Yasin.
Service over. 16-20.
Oh my goodness, that is ridiculous. How on earth is that possible? The return of serve and net cord from Wei Yasin, and just look at that shot from Huang Dongping. Absolutely amazing. No wonder she smiles at that. Service error from Feng Yanzhe,
First game won by
and that's the opening game
and Wei
to the
Yashin,
number 2 seeds.
21-17.
21 So 1 game to the goods. The number 2 seeds, Jiang and defending champion Wei Sin,
Second game.
against the number 1 seeds Feng and Wang Dongping. Yeah, good commitment at the front of the court from Wang Dongping. I've been checking the record books, Steen, for the last female player to win mixed doubles titles here in Hong Kong with 2 different partners. And I don't think it'll be any surprise to you to know that it was Liliana Nasir, who won in 2007 with Nova Widianto, and then in 2016 with Tontowi Ahmad.
Yeah.
But to do it, well, she hasn't done it yet, but if she was to do it, Wei Sin, 2 different partners in 2 consecutive years, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?
Could be one of these reality shows where 8 male players contest of getting to win Hong Kong Open with Wei Sin.
You've lost me on that, Steen, because I don't watch those reality shows.
But this is not over yet. I think Feng and Huang are on the better side now, and I think it will be interesting to see if Wei Sin can beat Wang Dongping at the net, and if she can, well then can Jiang Jianbang do the same from mid-court area, because I think that's going to be needed for the pair in blue and white.
Yeah, well taken by Feng Yang. You notice, Steen, he's wearing a back support.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't think I called one of his matches in the Olympic Games. I don't know if he was wearing a back support there in Paris as well.
See, no power in that shot from Wei Sin from the back court.
Yeah. Wang Dongping has got her fans all over the world. Oh, that's nice. That stayed in.
I think Wang Dongping heard what was shouted from the spectator stands there before the rally started. There was a wry smile suddenly.
It's just long. You know, it's quite fascinating, isn't it, Steen, when you watch a sport. I mean, we've watched over the last 18 months or so, or maybe it's nearing 2 years, isn't it? Time flies by, with Feng Yang, you know, appearing on the world stage, getting this opportunity to play with Wang Dongping. They were always the underdogs when they were playing against Chen Shiwei and Wang Yaxiong. That's going wide.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden, there's an even younger pair come in from China, and now he's under pressure.
Yep.
And seeing how an athlete deals with that change of status and pressure.
That's the interesting part of it. That's the psychological, challenging part.
6, 7.
5 of the last 6 points now for Jiang Bang and Wei Sin. Oh, they both left it for the other.
Service over. 8, 6.
The danger, I think, for Wang Dongping is perhaps her feeling that she's got to make the difference instead of just helping build the rally. There she looked as if she was trying to play a winner to me.
Oi, 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 oi.
That's a big miss.
He did everything right until the last shot.
Yeah. Oh, he's missed another.
Well, is that the mental part we're seeing here?
Exactly.
Yeah, I think so too.
Thank you.
So for the first time in this second game, the number 2 seeds into the lead. And considering they were 6-1 down. It's going long.
Yeah.
10, 8.
That's the problem. There's a lot of other pairs from other nations that wouldn't be able to stand their ground in a defense like the Wei Xin and Jiang Bang did there. But they do.
That's another error
11,
from
8.
Feng
Interval.
and that's 10 of 12 points to Jiang Bang and Wei Xin. 11 and 8 lead on a run of 5 straight points at the mid-game interval of the second game. Yep, he's struggling psychologically, mentally. He's under pressure, Feng Yanzhe, and it's translating into errors.
Seconds. 20 seconds. Eight. Play.
So 11-8 the advantage, having already won the opening game to Jiang and Wei. Another error.
Yeah, and they're up 11-2 of the last 13 rallies.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Good serve.
Good serve, fantastic serve.
Eight.
12 of the last 14 points. Now, Steen, you were saying something very interesting to me earlier today, because they're the number 2 and 3 ranked pairs in the world. But you were saying that you thought that if Jiang Bang and Wei Xin were to win this final, that they would take over as world number 2s.
Yeah, that's right, by 50 points. You're speaking like it is some rarity that I say something interesting.
Not at all, Steen.
10, 13.
Note in the calendar, Steen said something that was actually of interest.
I didn't mean it like that, you know.
I know.
Brilliant rally. But that's possibly another reason why Feng Yangzhe looks to be under pressure.
Yeah.
Because he will have worked it out as well.
Most likely.
Yeah.
Most likely. And I mean, it's not like there's only these three pairs, counting the Olympic champions as well. There's also Gu Xinhua and Chang Shi or Chen Fenghui he's playing with, and Chang Xing. I think I got those names wrong.
With Chang Chi. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right.
There's like five
yeah.
good pairs.
Yeah.
Chen Xing and Jiang Qi, Gu Xinhua, Chen Fenghui.
See, that's the defence from Jiang that turned the whole momentum of the rally. And now they're on the attack. That is absolutely brilliant from Jiang Zhengbang.
And the speed of movement means that he can maintain the initiative, and he's got excellent touch and technical skills as well.
That last one was never going to come back. Huang Dongping putting that away with venom.
15.
Fantastic mixed double.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
The missed. Oh, there's a challenge.
It was called good. Both pairs were prepared to challenge. So it is this pair of Feng Yangzhe and Huang Dongping who have made the challenge in the end. Here we go. What a rally it was. Yeah, plumb on the line.
Well done by the line judge to keep his composure in all that
Mayhem.
rackets and bodies and people trying to get to that shot.
16.
Big smile from Huang Dongping.
Oh, amazing defence again. Well, they won 3 tournaments. In 3 tournaments played, did Jiang and Wei. And that was the Indonesian Open, a week later the Australian Open, and then after the Olympic Games, which of course they weren't playing in, the Japan Open. So 3 titles in 3 tournaments. Played in the Korean Open the week after Japan and lost in the second round, so this isn't a 4th final in 4 tournaments played, it's a 4th final in 5 tournaments played, which is still absolutely astonishing. Nice.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Fantastic badminton.
You said you were looking forward to this one.
It's been good.
It hasn't disappointed.
Service over.
They needed another couple of points. I just sense right there the #1 seeds to put pressure back on their opponents. amazing.
Fantastic work by Jiang Bang.
2 points away from the title for the number 2 seeds. His work rate is absolutely astonishing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It has to be, because he knows that Wei Yashin is not coming back helping him.
Service over. 15-19.
That is the only weak spot point that I can see at the moment with this Chinese pair.
Brilliant third shot from Huang Dongping. And all of a sudden, the number 1 seeds are right back in this. It's only a 2-point deficit. 17-19. What a perfect serve. Perfect. Hit the top of the tape and still landed in. 1 point in it. It's 19 all.
We talked about the mental pressure earlier on, and it perhaps showed. This year perhaps shows why he's still in it. Feng Yanji.
7 of the last 9 points. But the steep attack once more from Jiang Bang, and it means that he and partner Wei Yashin are on match point. It's gone wide, and on their first match point opportunity, Jiang Bang and Wei Yashin beat the number 1 seeds Feng Yanji and Huang Dongping. 21-17, 21-19 in a match lasting 38 minutes. My goodness me, that was quality mixed doubles. Wei Yashin retaining her title that she won last year with Guo Xinhua. That was a very special performance indeed. Quality badminton, Steen.
Absolutely amazing match. I would have loved to see a third and final game, but I think those 2-3 misses before the interval eventually made the difference. Mistakes by Feng Yanji.
21-17, 21-19, and a 4th title of the year for Jiang Bang and Wei Yashin.
各位嘉賓、各位觀眾，頒獎典禮即將開始。
Slight pause while we await our dignitaries for the prize presentation.
喺我哋正準備緊呢個頒獎典禮嘅時候咧，亦都可以順帶同大家又講翻一啲香港公開賽嘅個案嘅歷史。喺混合雙打嘅項目裏邊咧，其實過去咧都曾經試過有幾位球手啦，係以唔同嘅拍檔合作，而喺香港咧能夠攞到超過1次嘅冠軍。不過呢3位嘅過往曾經做過呢個佳績嘅咧，都係韓國嘅球手嚟嘅。咁所以今日咧，魏雅欣其實亦都係再一次喺我哋香港公開賽34年歷史裏邊咧，又貢獻咗新嘅一頁啦。好啦，各位觀眾，頒獎典禮現在開始，請運動員進場。Ladies and gentlemen, the prize presentation now begins. Players march in.
So both pairs in the mixed doubles final invited to step forward for the prize presentation.
2024香港公開羽毛球錦標賽，匯豐世界羽聯世界巡迴賽超級500混合雙打 Mixed Doubles of LI-NING Hong Kong Open Badminton Championship 2024, part of the HSBC BWF World Tour Super 500. 亞軍、亞軍 runner-up 馮彥哲、黃東平。
Feng and Huang Dongping, the Asian champions here in Hong Kong, have to settle for second best.
Champions. Jiang
and Wei Yaxin. An extraordinary performance, not only today in the final, but throughout the entirety of the tournament.
First, we have Mr. Chen Chi-choi, Vice Chairman of the Badminton Association of Hong Kong, China, to present the medals.
Third time at the Hong Kong Open that Huang Dongping has been beaten in a final. For Wei Yaxin, retaining her title with a different partner to 12 months ago. And for Jiang and his partner Wei Yaxin, this a fourth title in the last 5 tournaments that they've played. When I said they were a pair right in form, I don't think that's an understatement.
And next we have Mr. Sudirman, Event Director, Tournament Operations of BWF, to present the trophies. Thank you。跟住我哋請李寧集團執行總使李麒麟先生為我哋頒發支票。Next we have Mr. Li Qilin, Executive Director of the LI-NING Group, to present the prize money. 好啦，又再一次唔該曬啊，李生。跟住我哋有中國香港體育協會暨奧林匹克委員會副會長胡曉明先生為我哋致送紀念品。 Next, we have Mr. Herman Hu, Vice President of the Sports Federation and Olympic Committee of Hong Kong, China, to present souvenirs. And next we have Ms. Hui Kim Ching, Chief Leisure Service Manager of LCSD, to present the bouquets. 跟住我哋有康樂及文化事務處總主任許錦清小姐為我哋獻花。唔該晒小姐，咁啊請各位頒獎嘉賓同我哋兩隊優勝者組合影咗合照留念。Thank you very much， 多謝各位頒獎嘉賓。各位觀眾，我哋再以一輪熱烈嘅掌聲祝賀我哋兩隊中國國家隊嘅混雙組合，混合雙打亦都係我哋羽毛球國家隊裏面嘅一個強項。
So coming up next, the last of our finals, and it's men's singles, and LI-NING looking for his first ever World Tour title, but he's up against the reigning and two-time Olympic champion Victor Axelsen of Denmark.
連續兩屆香港公開賽都能夠頒獎，登上呢個頒獎台嘅最高位置。
Welcome back to the Hong Kong Coliseum for finals day at the LI-NING Hong Kong Open. Just one more final to come, and it's men's singles, and LI-NING of China looking for a first ever World Tour title up against the reigning and